Yes, let's go. Okay. So I have the link in the description to this book, Abraham Hicks Law of Attraction Collection. If you don't have it yet, you can go down there and do Amazon trial for free. You can have it for free. This book is incredible. And I'm about to break it down through a mental science perspective. So, for y'all who don't know me, I'm just a shaman. I am a mental scientist. I study the spirit's effect on the mind and the mind's effect on physical matter. And I do that primarily starting with uh, Thomas Trower, Edinburgh Lectures on Mental Science. You see the book is beat up because I really do study it. So I break it down. This is Abraham Hicks really teaches you about how to use the law that already exists in your to your benefit. It teaches you how to work with it instead of against it. Because most people, what we do is we unconsciously work against it. So what she teaches, what she teaches um, is she teaches you how to use it and work with it instead of against it. So once you learn how to work with the law that governs all activity and all manifestation, then you get to the benefit of manifesting like that. So this is exciting for me. All right, so let's go ahead and read. Thoughts that evoke your emotions are those that most quickly affect change in your life. Really simple concept. So understand thoughts have a physical effect on physical matter using the instrument of your brain and heart connection to do so. So when you think a thought, when you have the vibration in your body that is intense and has emotion, that means that that thought, if you think it consistently, will start to have an effect on physical matter. But not just that, the stronger the emotion, the more quickly the effect takes place in your world. This is really important. So, thoughts that evoke your emotions are those that most quickly affect change in your life. So, let's say you want to change your relationship. Well, if you have, every time you think of a relationship, you have strong emotions toward what you don't want. Well, that's going to be the most likely manifestation in that area of your life because thoughts that evoke your emotions are those that most quickly affect change in your life. Therefore, that kind of thought is going to be the one that manifests, even if you wanted something better. So, the key to this whole process is let's find thoughts that evoke emotion in the way we want to feel rather than the way we don't want to feel. Okay. So, thoughts that you think while feeling no emotion will maintain what's already there. So, the mistake a lot of us do is, and I've done it too, I think a thought and I visualize like a lot of the books tell you to do. But when you visualize and you have no emotion, the emotion has not been evoked. When that's the case, you can't expect it to make a change. It's going to keep things the same because emotion creates motion. So if you're thinking a thought and that thought has no emotion, that thought has no way to create change in your world. That's what this is explaining. Now, those things that you have already created and appreciate can be kept in your life by continuing to appreciate them. But those things that you do not yet have, that you want very soon and very much, you must give clear, conscious, deliberate, emotion invoking thought. So if you want something to happen now, you want it badly and you want it quickly. Let's say this, you want money badly and you want it quickly. You want to change in your circumstances badly. You want it quickly. You want to change your relationship badly and you want it quickly. In order to do that, here's what he's saying. You have to give clear, conscious, deliberate, emotion invoking thoughts. This is a this is an on purpose process. You have to actually stop clearly, concisely, deliberately think that with thoughts that evoke emotion about the outcome if you want that to happen now quickly. Okay, so we all want things quickly. Patience is not a virtue in the law of attraction. Patience is not a virtue. The right now feeling the way you want to feel and feeling better by thinking alone is the virtue. That's the virtue, if there is any. But patience is not one. You don't have to be patient. Patience is for the mundane, slow world of mechanical manifesting, which is working really hard to do it, where people are making up in action what they lack in vibration. This is not that. This is if you want something to come in quickly, it says it. If you want it very soon and very much, you must give clarity is power. Clarity is power. I want, here's clarity. This is what it sounds like. And this is what my teacher taught me, and I'm grateful for it. Mental science. Clarity sounds like this. Three ways you can do it: specifically, generally, or feelingly. Most people in most goal books will tell you to start specifically. That is not the case in this particular teaching, and I wouldn't recommend it at all. This is telling you to get general most of the time. So, but the other way you can do is general. General is really is feeling most of the time, but it's general also. So this is how clarity sounds. I want to wake up when I wake up next to the person that makes all of this world obsolete. If I lost everything and I had this woman, this man, this experience, this relationship, I want that kind of relationship where I don't even care if I lose anything, that I enjoy and appreciate this so much that it fills my life with appreciation. And I feel so good about it. So this is a key. This is a key. So if you think this way, if you think this way, okay, I know what I want. And you clearly define what you want. You clearly define what you want. It's deliberate. Okay? It's deliberate. You are making a vibration that can bring you exactly what it is that you're asking for. You're bringing it. Now, deliberate. Now, I'm purposely thinking about and from the place of having this thing that I so badly want as if I have it. I'm deliberately thinking from the place of having it and from the feeling space of if I already had it on purpose so that I can intentionally evoke the emotions as if I already had it. That is my intention. This is deliberate. I'm deliberately thinking in a way that's going to make me feel the feelings as if I already have it, evoking the feelings as if I already had it. So I'm going to imagine and experience it as if it's here and now so I can deliberately do the next thing, evoke emotion. So you have to do this on purpose. You're saying basically this: I'm about to think a thought that's going to make me emotional as if I already have it. I'm going to think a thought that when I think it, it's going to make a reactive emotion come out of me that makes me fall in love with it even more. That's what I'm going to do. Now, when you say that, when you say that's what I'm going to do, good, good, this is good. Because as you do that, you're making a clear point of attraction in you so that you can receive in all that's already yours. That's what this is, if you do it deliberately and on purpose. Now, here's another part of this. It says, an extremely effective use of the creative workshop, which is imagination, is to ponder the aspects you appreciate regarding the subjects that are most important to you. So the aspects. So let's say I did this the other day. I contemplated what I liked about traveling around as a salesman doing solar energy. Didn't want to do solar energy, but what I did like was I liked the people I was with and how creative they were and how we had a brother bond. It's like I like that. So then I started to just focus exclusively on that. I'm like, if I could just hang out and create like this all day, that would be incredible. I love that idea. So I started to play with the idea of just creating with creative people and money coming in because of it. So I started to think that way. That would be incredible. So that was an aspect of work that I loved. I didn't have to attach my thought process of what exactly I wanted. I just knew generally I like this feeling. I like the way this feels. This feels incredible. I like the way this feels. I'm creative. Um, I'm free. I'm talking about stuff that I want to talk about. I'm open. I'm blasting energy out. My boys with me. They got creative projects going on. We all creating something for real. I love this experience. That's what I like. So that aspect is the only thing I focused on. And I like to travel too. I like that. So it's aspects that I focused on. Now that has created relationships that I could never even have dreamed of. That's created opportunities for me and other people that I could only have dreamed of at some point. I remember when I used to dream about stuff like that I'm receiving now. Literally, opportunities I'm receiving now and execute. No, I used to dream about being able to do partnerships with people in creative projects. I used to dream about it. Like, I want to do this. It is happening now. And it's because I started to deliberately and intentionally and clearly think only about what I loved creating, what I created in my life that I appreciated so much, and what came into my life that I appreciated so much. So this is the positive aspects that are important to you on the subjects that's important. Each time you revisit the subject, and I will attest to this, your attention to detail will grow stronger. And with more time and more detail, your emotion about the subject will increase also. So it's absolutely true. When I started to think about this, I started to have people pop into my life with opportunities that reflected my desire to have that connection and that camaraderie, but for all the creative stuff I just wanted to do, rather than being boxed into doing just this kind of business. I didn't want to be boxed to a business, but I didn't give my focus to that. I gave my focus to the fact that I like to create with people. So it started to pop up people who had opportunities for me to create with my skill set that I love to do. And it's in all, multiple different businesses. And I love working in multiple different businesses. I get hired to think. So I love making people successful. I am so good at empowering other people. I am at my best when I'm empowering others to their best. I am the best at that. I'm so good at it. So when I'm now in an environment where I can do that for people, and I can activate big visions that exist in them that I can see, but maybe they can't see, and then the energy goes up, their mind expands, and then they get active. So I get to do that. Now, that wasn't the case 6 months ago. I didn't have those opportunities 6 months ago, but I've been thinking about it and I've been feeling about it, and it's coming to me. This is exciting. It's exciting. I love that experience. It's amazing. Okay. So just testimony to it working. So the detail grows stronger. And it is true. Once the details you start to see the physical people. That's what my situation was. I started to get people with specific circumstances that I could activate my favorite thing to do in that moment. I was activating it. So the details came out. Utilizing the creative workshop in this way accomplishes everything that is required for deliberate creation. Now listen why. Because you are thinking about something that you want. That is the secret. Because you're thinking about something you want. The whole game is think about what you want and from what you want. Okay? And in your emotion of appreciation, you are allowing that which you desire to manifest in your experience. So by the emotion of appreciation, you are allowing that which you desire to manifest in your experience. By the emotion of appreciation, the emotion of appreciation is the allowing factor that allows the non-local intelligence to bring your physical manifestation local. That is what allows that to happen. The emotion of appreciation allows the non-local intelligence that is and has everything it wants to give you for that to come in. It's only the emotion of appreciation. Even if you appreciated something totally different, doesn't matter. Everything that can be appreciated at a higher level will begin to come into your life through every area because the emotion creates the attraction. Okay? You are allowing that which you desire to manifest into your experience. Okay? As you often go to the creative workshop, you will begin to notice an obvious correlation. This is the important. If you don't notice this, you're missing something. As you often go to your creative workshop, you will begin to notice an obvious correlation between the things you are contemplating inside your workshop and the manifestations that are showing up in your life experience. When you do this for a long enough period of time, consistently, this is what you will notice. You will notice physical manifestations if you're paying attention. If you're not paying attention, you don't really want that thing. You don't want it. Okay? If you're not paying attention. But the only way you know you want something is if you can't stop thinking about it. So when you thinking about this all the time obsessively, you feeling good, obsessively feeling good because you love what you're feeling, you love what you're doing, you will notice those qualities manifested everywhere if you're paying attention. Okay. Now, Jerry asks, Abraham, tell me, these laws that you speak of, these universal laws, do they work even if we don't believe that they work? Good question. Abraham, they do indeed. Now, regardless if we believe it or not, they do work. You are offering vibration even when you don't know you are doing it. This means that you are attracting even when you don't know you're doing it. So and here's the key, if you don't know you're doing it, you're creating accidentally, and by default, you're going to receive something you don't really want. But I think she's going to explain that. Okay. You are offering vibration even when you don't know you're doing it. That's why there's creating by default. You cannot turn your creative mechanism off. You can't stop creating. It's impossible. It is always functioning, and the laws are always responding. Now, mind you, creation is before attraction. Mind you, creation is before attraction. Creation is before attraction. So, law of attraction is responding to what you create. If you're creating by default, listen to this. That is why there's such a value in understanding the laws. Not understanding them is a little bit like coming into a game where you do not know the rules. And so, as you're playing a game, you don't understand why you're getting what you're getting. And that sort of a game becomes frustrated, and most want to leave it. It's exactly like that. Most people's lives are in life. We are all in this game of attraction. But if you don't know the game that you're playing, if you don't know the game you're playing, if you don't know the game you're playing and the rules, you could be you're receiving all of these things. You're receiving stuff you don't even know what it is. You don't even know where it's coming from. It's just happening. It's coming at you. It's just coming at you. It's coming at you, coming at you. And you're like, why is this? I don't even know what's happening. You don't realize that your thoughts are what are coming at you, but they come at you in physical form. If you do know that, you can start to say, okay, this is coming at me. What do I want to come at me? And then you can start thinking correctly and guiding that process. So this is just a little teaching. This is on page 99 of this book. If you wanted to go to that book and study it yourself, page 99 and page 100. It's like 2 paragraphs. If you want to read that again over and over and over again until it sinks in on what exactly you're doing, do it, because that's a profound piece. So I love y'all. Have a beautiful day.